So one of the things that we had talked about in a recent Canvas announcement was rather than embedding the recording of the live conference that we've been doing on Zoom, is that I would go ahead and record a video with some of the questions that you guys had. And we had questions on number 6, number 8, and number 9 for the review assignment for today. So if you kind of take a look at what's going on with number 6, we've got this triangular prism. So the bases are triangles, and we're given these distances of 3, 4, and 5, and then an overall height of 8. So if you take a look at what's happening in the question, it says we're asked to just cover the 3 rectangular faces of the prism. So that's your lateral area. So this face and this face and the face that's here in the back, right? So lateral area is the perimeter times the height. So the perimeter of our triangle, 3 and 4 is 7, plus 5, that's 12. And then the height is 8. So we end up with 96 square feet on that one. Let's scroll on ahead to number 8. Real similar type of problem, except in this one, now we've got a cylinder. And we're told that the height is 4 inches and the diameter is 3 inches. All right. If you've ever seen, or had the chance maybe to cut the label off of a can, one of the things maybe to be fine with it is when you unroll it, it ends up being just a rectangle, a square, right? And so that's exactly what they're talking about here. If you were to slice this label off, you'd have a rectangle, and its height would be 4 inches, and then its length would be the circumference, which is 3 times pi times the diameter, right? So area equals length times width. So your length is 3 pi, and your width is 4, so you have 12 pi square inches. And so if you were to go and put this in your calculator, you'd get about 37.68 square inches, right? Would be your decimal representation of that value. Okay, let's take a look at one more. So this one I included intentionally because this was exactly a digital version of the Spiky Door project that you guys have been working on, right? So it says Will is making a square pyramid out of cardboard, and he drew a diagram of the square pyramid he's making is shown below. So this is what you guys did last week. You drew your square, you drew your triangles for the height, you labeled all your dimensions, and then I asked you to calculate the surface area. It's exactly what this problem is asking. So if we've got this square and then these 4 triangles, right? We know that the slant height of the triangle is 5 inches and 2 inches for the base, which is the length of the square, right? So if I'm thinking about surface area here, I have the lateral area plus the area of the base, right? So the lateral area is the 4 faces. So if you think about what's going on with that, I have 4 times triangle area plus the square area. So my triangle, 1/2 base times height, and I'm multiplying that whole thing by 4, plus the square area, which is side squared, right? Well, my side is 2 inches, so that's 2 squared. Over here, 4 times 1/2 is 2, times the base, which is the length of the square, 2, and then the height, which is 5. So 2 times 2 times 5, that's 20, plus 2 squared, so I have 24 square inches for my surface area. And so that was the second option. All right. So those are some of the questions that folks had when they emailed in during office hours or jumped in on the Zoom conference. Hopefully that's helpful to you. One of the things that I'm going to ask you guys to do for next time, for Wednesday's assignment, is to make a review page for yourself so you can go in and write down all the formulas and so forth that you might possibly need. And then Wednesday, we'll quiz over what we've done so far in 10.1 to 10.3.